Once somebody has passed the first stage of syllabus and they've gained the ability, they enter into the second level, which is a grappling, wrestling exercise. Now the first thing you learn in the second level of Silat is you learn how to strengthen your tendons. Meaning in the first level, you were learning how to move your muscles and joints to block different areas. Now, because you need to engage in grappling, you need to strengthen the tendons. The tendons are the strings inside the human body. When you move your arm, you've got these strings. It's not necessarily the muscles that moves the hands, it's more the strings. We call it the tendons. And they run throughout the whole body like a network, like a pipeline. So in the second level, when you study tendons, you need to do different exercises which strengthens your tendons. For example, breathing exercises where you would stretch your muscles out and your elbow would be facing one direction and your tendon is straight, so your whole arm, you're getting used to your shoulder tendon moving, for example, with breathing. And then from this position, you exercise your wrist tendon, so you lock it into position, and then you only move your elbow tendon. So your elbow, so you're trying to control your elbows and your wrist only, moving your tendon. Then your shoulder may turn, your tendon. So these are the tendon exercises. It looks very simple, it looks like a physical exercise, but it's more based on positioning, stretching the inside of your tendons, the strings in your body, with breathing exercises. What you're actually doing with your tendons, your tendons are like elastic bands. You're pulling them. You're breathing and you're letting them relax. You're pulling your tendons, breathing and letting them relax. For example, in the first level, you would block like this. In the second level, when you block, you feel your whole tendons inside. You feel your whole tendons in your wrist and your fingers. So now you're in contact with more inside of your body, not just your physical muscles and your joints. This is a short explanation of the tendon exercises, which is very necessary for grappling. And once the person has been through tendon exercises, ankle exercise, knee, hip tendons, neck tendons, strengthening the tendons, that ability combines with the first level ability of the syllabus, and then you go into escaping from locks and holds. For example, somebody grabs your wrist, they twist your wrist, which manipulates your elbow and locks your shoulder. As they're twisting your wrist, you learn how to move your tendon and escape your wrist. So you learn how to move your tendon and escape your wrist. So we're learning how to escape from locks. Somebody twists your wrist, you go with the flow, you escape. Somebody twists your wrist, you don't fight, you go with the flow, you escape. They twist your wrist, or they pull your finger, your tendon. You go with the flow wherever they pull you, and as you go, you learn how to manipulate and escape. This is also a short, brief introduction and explanation of tendons. To make it more clearer, when you've strengthened your tendons, the elastics, when you pull them with breathing and you let them relax, when you do joint manipulation and escaping from locks, when the head's mid-places, you escape. The leg is twisted, you escape. The body is pulled, you escape. The arm is twisted, you escape. What you're doing with these elastic bands now, these tendons, you're not just pulling them and relaxing them, you're pulling them and you're twisting them. And when they wind up and they twist, you allow them to uncoil. Or you twist them this way and that way. For example, you twist them one way, but then you allow the elastic to follow. We say, when God shows you a way, don't fight it. follow the way. So continue following. So usually when people are locked, they freeze. So their tendon gets locked and they get taken down. When the tendon is taken, follow the way. This is second level grappling system. And then after the tendon exercises, we engaged in pins, pinning somebody down, holds, and we learn center of gravity, how to throw somebody on the ground, and how to put your body into a position where your center of gravity, your tendons and your muscles can create a bridge. Sometimes you might be small or you might be big. If you're in the right position with the right posture, using your tendons and supporting yourself in the earth, it's difficult for somebody to push you unless they know where your center of gravity is, and then they push you over. In reality, what I'm trying to say, grappling or wrestling or any form of combat which wrestles, the secret of this is knowing how to take somebody's center of gravity and their balance. It's not about muscles or how big you are. It's about working with your own body and your balance. This is the essence of grappling.